What are the opportunities now for the Washington Post to kind of use the power of the readers to create content, and how that content relates to staff created content and what that changing ecosystem is?
Yeah, it's a great question. So, historically, content 100% originated, edited, maintained by the Washington Post newsroom. And for many reasons, that's really not the best way to go forward. We see a great role in bootstrapping content that can start conversations, but a lot of times the community knows more than we do. They care more about the constant update. They have more time to do the type of curation and ongoing maintenance of creating the best reader experience for other readers. And so the use of wikis have been a big priority the last year to understand the ecosystem of using the newsroom either as a bootstrapping entity or as a curation or moderation facility rather than a traditional editing role, and then having the community participate beyond just comments and kind of the classical, you respond over here, but we talk about things with our authority over there. It's actually, in the world we're in, it's really all one and the same. Our community is as much part of our authority as our own newsroom is. And so you see projects like whorunsgov.com where we have political profiles of over 2,000 players in Washington. We have the best bios that you'll find on the internet of who's who in Washington, D.C. and within the government. And the community is making edits. They're suggesting new profiles to be created. Meanwhile, we have more engaging approaches beyond that with our local swimming site, reachforthewall.com, which is going through its third iteration this summer, and where we have swim leagues uploading data on matches, and we essentially then are processing and creating wiki nodes for every swimmer, coach, match, team, and then allowing the community to come in and upload videos and pictures and text, and then beyond that, we actually even have fantasy features. So if you have one swim team in one league and I have a team in a different league, we can actually game each other out and see how we would compete with each other using the average swim times from past matches. So trying to create this much more interactive experience that really goes beyond comments and kind of the traditional interactions to we're all in one team creating this content that everyone can enjoy over time.
So where might this go in a couple of years? Is it sort of an experiment? Is it a rollout? Sort of what's the strategy at this point?
It's the strategy for us is we're focused around being foreign about Washington at the Washington Post, and for those who are coming in from a national line, it's about being the best resource for politics. Well, our readers know so much about politics that we have to create more and more mechanisms to allow them to share their knowledge and supplement it to what we're doing. And sometimes that's informing us on the topics we should research. For instance, in the local community, we have a project called Story Lab, where we actually put out to the community, here's 4 different ideas we're working on. What do you guys think? And then we actually have the community play the role of our coverage editors, suggesting what topics the reporters should chase. So that's one example. Another is this type of curated content and making it fresh. So traditionally you'd have kind of yellow pages style content where you print it out and that's how it is in static. Obviously in today's world that just doesn't meet the expectations that readers have, and so using a wiki platform allows us to create more lively, updated, relevant content that's going through many more passes of quality, and then you're going to see, I think, beyond that, us being able to develop reputation, allowing our users to not only contribute but be rewarded for those contributions. And I'd like to see us in the coming year really figure out ways to recognize those in our community that are contributing at a high level, and figuring out the right ways to not just tap into it, but elevate them to a level that they deserve for what they're contributing.
It's for their reputation. It's not a pay scenario.
Probably not. I think it's, I think it'll be interesting to see where this can go. I mean, I think there's nothing that precludes that, but I think right now we're really focused on really allowing the community to find new ways to interact with the Washington Post and the rest of the Washington community, and by doing that, be smart enough about well, who are these people making these contributions? What should we be doing for them to reward them for that? And if that's a better audience, a better soapbox for them to make those contributions and show what they're adding, that's great. If it's something more, then we'll see where things go.